Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Crystal and today we will be carrying on with Ninja Shadow. And in the last video we saw some of Ukyo. And I just have to say something. I have said this in a previous video of this, either in Ukyo's Route 1 or the prologue. But the reason as to why I don't nationally enjoy playing these ninja style otome games because of one person who keeps on always coming back, called Okita Soji. If you can see on the screen right now, Okita's main story early bird period ends October 20th, 5 p.m. And I had mentioned this once before, that the only reason why I was playing this game was because there wasn't an Okito. That's not Okito! Okito is blonde! I thought that this game was gonna be different. But in the prologue, after screaming at the top of my lungs, I realized that no, it's not different, and the fact being is, our brother dies. What a fun time. Anyways, let's just carry along with the story. Yo, Kaname, you're walking a little funny there. Getting tired of something? Oh yeah, because he freaking stuffed us full of food. I can't complain since he was just trying to be nice to me. But I never want to have to do something like that ever again. Lie to him and just say that it's due to being exhausted. Honestly tell him that was way too much food. And because one of his dislikes was liars, let's go ahead and be honest. I ate so much that I feel like I'm going to pass out. That was way too much food. I felt a bit... I can't talk today. There! I felt a bit guilty, but I had to convey to Ukyo how I really felt. Holding his stomach, Ukyo laughed hysterically the moment he saw my face. Why are you laughing? Wait, what? Kaname, you're hilarious! We barely even ate anything. What? Yeah, according to your standards, we didn't eat much. You don't need to lie to me, so what's really wrong? I ate too much! I begin to feel so sorry for having made Ukyo worry about me like this. But there was just no way I could keep myself standing much longer. Don't worry, I'll be fine if I can just lay down for a moment. Then let's just go somewhere where we can rest. Here, I'll carry you on my back. That's so cute! Can we please get a picture of this? Ukyo said as he squatted down before me, as if it were nothing out of the ordinary. He's so much nicer. If I press up against him, then he's going to find out I'm a girl almost immediately. What should I do? Okay, so I mentioned this in the previous videos that his hand was just going to slip and fall to her chest, and I was freaking counting upon it. Taken aback, I darted my eyes in each and every direction around me, only to find that all of the townspeople were staring at us. Ukyo, that's a cute little newcomer you've got there. Right? But he'd be a lot cuter if you were actually depending on me a little more. It's not every day that you get to see someone hold back like this when Ukyo's trying to help them. Don't worry about it. Ukyo likes... Freaking just say Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh god, I hate their names in this. It was so hard to pronounce. I freaking just said Yu-Gi-Oh! Ukyo likes doing things like this for others. Exactly! He tends to be so serious sometimes that he just doesn't know when to loosen up. Cute! Ukyo is loved so much by everyone here. This is just proof that he has the trust of the townspeople as their senior administrator. Can't believe I actually said that whole line without messing up. My interest peaked while I watched everyone talk to Ukyo, and I began to forget that I even felt sick in the first place. And all during this time, Ukyo continued to remain in a squatted position as if he was still waiting for me to climb on his back. Haname, come on, don't worry about me. I'm as light as a feather. No, it's just that... Unable to talk my way out of this, I began to awkwardly try to make excuses. At that moment... Hey, out of the way! Just when I heard someone yell out in a pompous voice, the towns fell into a commotion. I looked over there to see the voice was coming to... There! I looked over to where the voice was coming from to see everyone gather on both sides of the street so they could not get in the way. Looks like we got some company. We gotta hide. Ukyo said in a slightly lowered voice as the expression on his face turned grim. A look on his face that I'd never seen before. It honestly looks like he's in pain, but okay. Ukyo helped me up and we hid in the shadows of a nearby building. Nagasaki is a town of the people, but these guys, these wealthy merchants, are even more arrogant than the samurai. But Samurai Jack isn't arrogant. The people walking down the open road all appear to actually be merchants, just as Ukyo said. Well, they technically have the same special standing as anyone else here. They act as if they own the place. The man in front is the I can't pronounce Japanese names. Daikoku Employment Office. The one next to him is the Minato Lumberyard, and the one in the back with the Hazen ship agent. The large man in the very back. You're the person who killed my brother! Avenge! That's the guy I saw at the village. Oh, please, please kill him. That was a good choice you just made. Woohoo! Yes. Please kill somebody. The village engulfed in flames. The village piled with the bodies of those that lived there. The place where my brother disappeared, and that's the man who was kicking each and every body he came across. He's the man who set the village on fire, and he's the one who took my brother away from me. Ukyo, what's the name of that guy in the Henzen? Oh, that's Saburo Sestugu. Why? My hand began to tremble as I held on to Ukyo's sleeve. I could still see those flames burning every time I closed my eyes. The man who killed my brother was standing right before me. But I won't even be able to restore the village if I start something right here and now. Hey, are you there? What's wrong, Kaname? You're spinning like crazy. Sorry about that. I could feel cold sweat dripping down my back. I suddenly remembered the smell of the burning village, and it made me feel sick to my stomach. You look like you were about to pass out. Here, I'll hold you up, so just lean against me. Ukyo helped hold me up from behind. I took a deep breath as I used him for support. Calm down, just calm down. Why can't you kill him? He's right there! I could feel myself calming down a bit as I felt Ukyo's warmth on my back. This makes me sick. I really wish there was something I could do as senior administrator, but Ukyo's turn made me feel a little worried. Is Saburo really that powerful? I refuse to say his last name, guys. We all know it's the guy who killed our brother. I can't take this anymore. You wait here. I'm going to go do something about this. Ukyo let me go, but I immediately grabbed onto his arm out of reflex. I'm your pupil. Take me with you. Take me to the killing leader thing. Kaname. The moment we made up our mind and nodded at one another. What's with this line? Who do you guys think you are? A vigorous voice, unbecoming of the surrounding atmosphere, began to echo down the street. Is that Kinshiro? Oh, he's the guy with the green hair that we didn't get to see. I think. I looked over at the man Ukyo called Kinshiro and instinctively gasped. I could not help but feel fantasized by the majestic way he presented himself even before the wealthy merchants. Do you know him? I guess you could say that. That's Kagimoto Toyama. He's Edo South Magistrate. The South Magistrate of Edo? Don't worry, I'm an acquaintance of his. I call him Kinshiro, though. Ukyo walked out of the shadows with a slight worry of relief on his face. I followed behind him in a hurry as well. It seemed like Nagasaki was a lot more complicated of a town with a lot more going on than I could ever even imagine. Guys, I'm sorry, but I really am starting to lose my voice. It's in chorus. So that's the end of the chapter. Look forward to the next one. A mysterious man appeared in front of Kaname and Ukyo. He seemed to be Ukyo's acquaintance. While the uproar on the street in Nagasaki hasn't settled yet, Kaname's first mission as a vigilante is approaching. So let's see how Kaname will handle everything. I'll keep my fingers crossed for her mission to be a success. You see, even they know that it's a she! Okay, let's carry on. Ukyo Main Story Chapter 2. When do we actually get to, have them, the character thing model? Or, the outfit? What's up with this fuss? You have to be kidding me. Who do you think you are? The high-spirited voice echoed down the road, causing the other guy and the others to stop in their tracks. Oh, is that Lord Toyama? The magistrate of Edo? I feel like he would be gay. So, I don't know. I can't take it. I'm sorry for any guys out there who love the color purple, but when it comes to this guy who pretty much killed our brother, I'm not taking him seriously. I just want to imagine him with a silver dagger sticking out of his chest. Saburo instantly began to play innocence as he rubbed his hands together and lowered his head. Dude, that's like complete arrogance right there and like creepiness. I don't have time for your games. What is the meaning of this? Unlike those at Edo, the streets in Nagasaki are just so narrow. I'm having a hard time deciding if the streets are too small or if you're just too big. Kenshiro, on the other hand, just laughed loudly. It appears you weren't blessed with the best bodies. How about walking on the side of the road for once? If I were blessed with a nicer body, then I would not be working as a merchant. He has a point. Sadly enough. A sarcastic smile lingered in the corner of Saburo's mouth as he half-heartedly made his way to the side of the road. Saburo shot his eyes over at Kenshiro one last time before fading out of sight with the others. Kenshiro's presence caused a commotion with the crowd. Ukyo took me by the hand and we made our way to the street. Lord Toyota! Kenshiro turned to the sound of Ukyo's voice with a carefree smile and drew across his face. He looks more surprised like he saw a ghost than a carefree smile. There we go. Oh, if it isn't Ukyo! I did it again! Ukyo, you threw me off there for a moment when you called me Lord. It's a pleasure to see you again, Lord Toyota. Come on, stop calling me that. Just call me Kenshiro. But Ukyo smiled as if he were somehow troubled in a way. I could tell that he was worried about how everyone was perceiving him, perhaps due to the weight of being the commissioner of the city. What brings you to Nagasaki all of a sudden? I was called over by one of the higher-ups. Oh, I brought Natsume with me since this is our first time. Back home in a while. Go say hello when you find the time. Anyways, I've got to get going now. Kenshiro said as he waved his hand and left. There was nothing prestigious about him in the slightest. What an interesting person. He's a magistrate, but he acts like any of the other guys. Yeah, that's because he's also the leader of the Edo Vigilante. Edo Vigilante? This I am getting tongue-tied over here. I am sorry, guys. Edo Vigilante? There's a Vigilante group in Edo too? You didn't know that? It's basically what the Nagasaki Vigilantes was based off of. So you're all just a bunch of copycats. Then shouldn't we take Kenshiro over to see Makoto? Huh? Oh, yeah, we will. Ukyo's eyes began to wander in the almost invasive manner as if he responded to my question. Ukyo scratched his head and looked up to the sky. I'll fill you in on the details later. It's almost nighttime, so let's head back to the Meko Salon and prepare for tonight. Ukyo said as he casually reached out to wrap his arms around my shoulder. You have no regards for anybody's personal space! I mean, jeez. There we go! I took a few steps back out of reflex. What are you running away for? Ukyo asked in a curious manner, with his head tilted to the side. I can't keep doing this every time. I have to tell him. Ukyo, stop trying to put your arm around me so much. I don't like being that close. Huh? Well, man, I don't see the problem is. Oh, how wrong you are! But, come on, don't worry about it. Or is there a reason for you to worry? A big one, my tweet states. Can we just flat out tell him now that we're female? No, he's going to figure out that I'm a girl if he gets any closer. Or he's going to think that you want to hit on him. Harshly tell him to stop, gently turn him down. No, it would just... Huh? What? Stop being so vague. Is there something you can't tell me? Yeah, pretty much. You see, I basically took the identity of my brother who died from that man that was just standing there in the past village that we had sent off to so I could avenge his death and help my village. So yeah, I'm female. It's just as easy as that. Ukyo got right down to the core of the problem, which caused me to feel as if my heart were going to explode at any moment. No, it's not that. It's just... I'm not a big fan of people who can't speak their mind, but, I mean, I guess it's okay if you're not hiding anything from me. Why can't we just blurt out that we're female? Ukyo said as he scooped me up in his arms. Jesus! He's going to find out! I give up. There's no way I can talk my way out of this with Ukyo. I gave up trying to get him to stop as I watched his large hand wrapped around my shoulder. But seriously, you really need to put some muscle on these shoulders. Don't worry though, I'll make sure to feed you. No more! I think I'll be fine. Ukyo let out a loud cheerful laugh as if he did not notice me standing on pins and needles. Too much food, not enough space for a tiny body's stomach. God, is it bad that I feel her pain? The appointed time had neared. I carefully changed into my vigilante outfit. And yet they still don't get the slightest idea that you're female? I can't have my outfit lay open during the job. Fly open during the job. Yeah, that would be bad. Great, the whole freaking thing froze again. No, my whole tablet froze. Okay, sorry guys, my whole tablet froze, and again, I'm not quite sure if you guys can still hear me when such thing happened. I checked over and over again to make sure my outfit was tied tightly in the chest area. At that time, I heard a voice call out for me from the hall. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. After I replied in a hurry to the low-keyed voice, Edward enters the room. Edward? I can't pronounce his name. That was a good choice you just made. Whew! And I'm doing this without a guide. Edward then checked me over once and gave me a nod. Edward. Oh, I can just call him Ed. I'll be heading over to the Dutch trading house now, for the banquet. Thanks. I ran into Ukyo on the way. He wanted me to give you a message. Ukyo said that he's got something that he needs to take care of, so he's going to be a little late. Alright, got it. Thanks for the heads up. Be careful, Ed. You too, Kaname. However... Ed stared at me without changing the expression on his face. Ukyo seems to be taking real good care of you. What? No, it's just I'm his pupil, right? A pupil, huh? I thought Ed was trying to get some sort of information from me at first, but then he had a note of amusement in his tone. I don't think he's suspicious of me. Maybe he was just teasing me? Unable to think of how I should respond, I tried to turn things around on Ed. It looks like you two sure get along very well to me, though. Yes. Ed nodded in agreement, as if it weren't a big deal. We're from the same village. So you two are childhood friends? You just can't get rid of the guy. I'm in debt to Ukyo, though. He clearly stated while cracking a faint smile. He likes to look after others. Make sure you learn as much as you can from him. I'll make sure that I do that. I shall be off now. I wish you the best. Ed stated before silently leaving the room. I still can't talk. In a room now filled with silence, I placed my hands on my chest and took a deep breath. This is my first mission. Am I really going to be able to pull it off? All alone, I found my heart suddenly cloud over with worry. I immediately shook my head to clear myself of these thoughts. I cannot let my brother's death be in vain. I'm going to successfully complete this mission no matter what. I clenched my fists together and let out a deep breath in order to fire myself up. You need to loosen your shoulders up a bit. You're going to fail if you don't relax. I turned around suddenly. I turned around to the sudden voice coming from behind. Behind me, I found a slender young man wearing a pale-colored haori coat. I could smell the faint aroma of fragrant olive. Who is this man? He doesn't even look like he could kill an ant. Ukyo, are you sure he's going to be okay? Oh, dang. I was about to say my freaking tablet froze again, but no. And that's all for today, guys. If it would go home. And we still haven't gotten a character item that we have to spend money on. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Yep, the application ain't working. Again, this is our character. If you didn't see. So I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and keep watching. Bye!